Hand sandwich. Okay, we're recording now. Let's get going.
Good morning, everybody.
Hand sandwich.
Why does it always say time spent 2 seconds? Whenever you load one of the files, the time spent is like 2 seconds.
That's Lucy.
Speed running.
2 seconds!
Yeah, don't say that, though.
Why does it do that?
I can't possibly say that. What the hell?
Well, that's just not true.
That's so
I always think, like, that's Lucy. And I'm like, what is that from? And then I remember that's from, that's Lucy.
That's Lucy!
We're fucking folding in on ourselves in ways never before seen before.
Maybe our inside joke is from just...
Oh, yeah.
Who's this?
Oh, can I be this guy?
Jeremy Renner?
Yeah, it's Jeremy Renner. We've got a very special guest in the studio today, people. It's the drop-dead gorgeous Miss Dolly Holiday.
Holy shit, it's Goosey.
Oh, God, I don't know how to say it.
You're on.
Okay. Thanks, Dwight, darling. It's really terrific to be here on the show. Here, I got you something. They're ever so tasty.
Oh, perfect.
Wow, thanks, Dolly.
Thanks, Dolly!
I love British people.
I don't think this sort of radio or a cup of tea, Prof. You don't like this, do you?
You're not a fan of radio, Lucy?
Oh, I've got naught against a catchy tune and some good banter. But this rubbish? No, not for me. There's something about the way that presenter talks. I don't know what it is, he's just smarmy. Goosey, some would say. I'll tell you, whoever has the last on the show as a guest, he talks totally differently.
It sounds rather like you're a regular listener.
Oh, that sounds like a fax coming in already. So, first request this morning is from, Miss Angel O'Death.
Oh shit.
I'll be the death of you. Whoa. Sounds like someone wants to turn TJ Dwight Dread into DJ Dwight Dead.
Yeah.
Don't you go dying on me, Dwight. I'll never live it down.
Well, if I'm about to sign off for the last time ever, allow me to try one of your mouth-watering offerings first.
Hee hee.
on radio. Oh.
That hit the spot. Ugh. Ugh.
Bang! Crash! Wallop!
ADR guy.
Wallop.
Oi, what's all this? What's going on?
Dwight, are you alright? Let's go to that break. Come on, quickly!
The Grand Garage sale is now on. No store has more for less. So get down to favorite today.
Holy shit. What's happening, Prof?
Oh, I don't know. Well, if it's some sort of practical joke, it's certainly very convincing.
I was like, damn, there's just not gonna be enough like people with the voices in this case, and then they just threw like 6 out of it.
Uh-huh.
And
Who's gonna be this guy?
ooh.
We've got a new case, boys and girls. The number just went down on the airwaves.
What does that mean? Yeah. What's up, Sniffer?
Eee.
Didn't you have your legs on the wireless just now? That's where the action is.
Are you talking about the radio presenter who sounded like he collapsed just now?
What else? I'd say the stiff's cold already.
No, Orange is part of the show then.
Not in my book. Job. my gumshoe radar was beeping like a car alarm.
Where you going? Hello,
I
I don't know why he was British. Just one saying the side there. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm British now. Just like they made you in the localization.
Gumshoe, what are you doing here? Get out! Wrong game! We gotta go back to California!
You're right, we gotta get back to California. I gotta lose this British accent. Okay, yeah. Whatever you say, Sniffer. Man, that was weird.
Those are some loud. Those are some loud bypassers.
We'll be on the blower asking you to do this snoop any second now.
You may well be right.
If it turns out I'm on the mark, you guys will wrap it up with bows on for us, right?
They sure do throw sentences at us in this game.
They do.
Yeah.
We'll do our best, barring the whole incident being a practical joke, of course.
You won't believe this. We've been that flooded with calls from anxious listeners of that show. There is someone in it after all.
Time for action, snoopers.
Let's go, Snoopers.
Super.
I'm gonna make like a slide and make
Snoopers.
Me when I'm a beagle.
Took us long.
Excellent. You slug on over there, Sniffer.
Best line in the game. Second to
I'll get
another
my-
one that I'm gonna say.
We're getting there.
Then it'll be up to you two to bring in the hoods.
I can't believe it was really a murder. Can you, Prof?
We don't know anything for sure yet, Lucy, but the signs are compelling. Sniffer's rarely wrong.
Oh, he's a revelation, alright, that one.
Indeed. He has a tendency to get ahead of himself.
You know what I think would fix all of the problems with, like, just randomly introducing these people who work here at the case is just, like,
Yeah.
between every case, like a 30-minute long life sim where you just play Lucy going on break.
Yeah.
It's what you
I wish
deserve.
we got more of them.
I never thought I'd witness something. No, let me rephrase. I'd hear something like that with my own ears. Something has to be like the one I've been pissed off at the
Something.
most. Happened in a radio studio. They were broadcasting to the whole country when the DJ had a funny time. I don't know why I'm less British in this case. I need to give it.
Mean.
The goat.
Holy
Hey,
shit.
man.
Oh,
Hey, man.
Plus, this
Yeah.
was one of who we hadn't identified. Despite the lack of information, we began investigating, and we knew for certain what we saw when. No, I thought it again. What we heard with our own ears.
He's so silly.
So silly.
Yeah.
So silly.
The DJ's
That's
soul on song.
Case. I
I love how when they present the witnesses, you can immediately tell one that is not going to be guilty.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Knowles woman, like no one's gonna ever think about her.
Sniffer sent his report over. The radio presenter is indeed dead.
Boy, heck. So we're all for real then. Surprised it took them so long to confirm it.
The broadcast was at rush hour, unfortunately. The police had some difficulties getting to the scene. Investigations are ongoing, but I'll tell you what we know thus far.
I'm all ears, Prof, as ever.
Yeah, she is literally
She's
all ears. She's all
Took
ears.
place inside the recording
Percent
studio
ear.
of a national radio station. British State Radio. The presenter of the show that was airing at the time goes by the name of Dwight Dredd.
Dwight.
Oh, I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Wait, Dwight?
Right dead.
Two people were in the studio from the outset. The show's producer and the sound man.
The gay man.
Gay man.
Hey, man.
Oh, Fendi, do you have a secret third brother? Who's this now?
Layton.
Oh my god, I didn't realize it does look a lot like him.
Just before going on air, a tea lady from the radio station cafeteria came into the studio with some drinks.
Oh, they look like little headphones. See?
If you say so.
Yeah, no, they do. I
She
get
left
it.
after she dropped off the drinks.
I think that's because they look like average mugs, though.
That's true.
After that, Dredd, the presenter, came into the studio along with a young singer and her manager.
So now we're talking about when they actually went on air then.
As soon as the show started, the guest singer gave the presenter a gift of confectionery.
Aye, I'm more a bit curious about what was in that gift.
But before Dredd had a chance to sample the offering, something came in on the studio fax machine. I'm telling you this, like, we didn't both hear the program.
Yeah.
Just being thorough.
Yeah. I will be the death of you.
Sends shivers down your spine, doesn't it?
Believing the facts to be some sort of joke, Dredd continued with the show.
Aye, well you would, wouldn't you?
However, no sooner had Dredd put one of his guests' treats into his mouth, then he started to have difficulty breathing and collapsed on the floor.
Macaroon.
Macaroon. Understandably worried, the director called for a transmission break. He then sent the sound man to call for emergency services.
I love this fucking, like...
Yeah.
In
Look
case you
how
were
he's
he's gay.
at how he's posing his leg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry?
Did I not read
Sorry?
this line? Oh. About 20 minutes later, police and an ambulance crew arrived at the scene almost simultaneously. I was so taken up by seeing the gay man, I completely forgot what I was doing.
Man.
However, Dredd was already dead.
Wow.
Holy shit.
20 minutes. That's on account of the rough traffic you mentioned, eh?
No, it doesn't account for the fact that the police system in London sucks.
The radio station is very central. In rush hour, that's about how long you'd expect it to take.
It's too long, Withers. Poor bloke.
And that, really, is all we know about the course of events at this point in time. So let's think about our suspects.
Aye, who have we got?
There are 5 of them.
Gee whiz.
First, the young guest on the show, singer Dolly Holiday. It was her gift that Dredd put into his mouth just moments before he began to struggle to breathe.
This is mean-ass description.
Yeah, me as fuck.
Appalling scene.
That was not necessary.
Oi, that's more than a little fishy if you ask me. My money's on that lass.
Second is Holiday's manager, Melody Smith. Apparently, she was an old friend of the deceased.
Oh, aye. It's a coincidence, you think?
Third, the director of the show, Mike Debonair.
I literally thought his name was Milk the Boner.
Like the boner.
Like the boner.
More on you, Dylan.
Sorry.
Yeah,
That was like
okay.
way more on me, but like I was like certain.
Okay.
An affable man.
Nothing obviously suspicious about his involvement, though his relationship with Dredd was stormy.
Did you give him a good move, eh?
Fourth, the sound man, a Mr. Randall Man.
When
Oh, man.
your last name is man.
With striking features.
Those crotches and heels. Sure.
Oh, he likes to flirt with the victim. Hey.
Who went to call the ambulance, which does put him under a certain amount of suspicion.
Oh, it really is hard to believe the emergency services could have taken that long to get there.
And finally, there's the tea lady from the cafeteria who brought the drinks.
Obvious red herring is obvious.
Don't know what you're talking about.
She appears to be missing. No one has seen or heard of her since she delivered the drinks to the studio.
What? You what proof? Was it then, surely? He's a color and she's on a runner.
Certainly not an unlikely hypothesis. However, we don't know enough about her yet. We need to see what our enquiries turn up on her first.
I don't know. It's too fishy for my liking.
So, those are the suspects. We certainly don't have much to go on at this stage. But what's your hunch? Who do you think did it?
Oh, I see. Go make me have a stab at it, even though you admit we don't have enough info yet.
Of course. I'm always telling you how important it is to pay attention to your intuition. So, let's hear it. And we'll get down to the real detective work.
This game is so cool for doing that because I don't think I've seen any other murder mystery game like ask you, oh, who do you think this? Who do you think done it? I'm gonna ask for advice.
Differentiate it.
I'm going straight for it.
Let's hear who the Baker finger of guilt is pointing at.
I mean,
Me?
as far as I can tell, it's
Me.
a dollar holiday lass who did it.
You're fucking with
I
me.
agree.
Oh,
He got fucking poisoned, like so obviously.
Oh?
Oh yeah, I knew I wanted to summon it. I actually don't think it is that because I think there's like the tea. That might affect me with the actual poisonous, but I think it was her regardless.
Oh, shit.
Let's see.
Oh, that's low.
3.6% sure of it.
That's rubbish.
Yes, well, there are too many pieces of the puzzle missing at the stage.
That's rubbish. Lucy. It's like the meanest thing you ever said to him.
She told him.
Wait, does this happen if you point at anyone, or is it just Dolly?
anyone.
Anyone? That's really funny.
Well, no, it's always, he'll say, I'm
He always has
43%.
the same suspicion, no matter who you say.
Oh,
You
okay.
agree or disagree with what you think. Yeah.
That's not much of a number to go on, is it? Doesn't exactly inspire confidence, Prof.
No, it's a fairly weak conjecture, but still, there are a number of questions I'd like to ask Miss Holliday. After all, she was right next to Dredd when he collapsed.
Oh, I see. That's it, is it? Right. Well, I suppose I'd best go and see if I can get in touch with...
I'm not over the fact that the victim is called Dwight Dredd.
Is this the mystery room or what?
Boy, what a look! I mean... Miss Holiday, what are you doing here?
One of your detective fellas told me to come in, didn't he, eh? Right little so-and-so he was. He threatened me, you know. Said he'd pinch me and check my elbows if I didn't come in.
Oh, right. That sounds like our Detective Sergeant Hogg. Have we met this guy before?
Sniffer.
Oh,
Sniffer.
He's the sniffer.
Yes, he's very sharp.
that Sniffer was forensics. Yep, that's the phone.
Forensics is Florence, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow,
what do you lot get up to
I
here
drank
then,
all
eh?
the blood because I needed it. Oh. Be forensic. And that's my personality trait. Is being sick.
And-
Sorry.
Mean.
Anything special?
This is a special division of Scotland Yard where we investigate especially heinous crimes.
Look, I don't know what's going on, but at the end of the day, all I want to know is if you arrested me or not.
No. We merely wish to ask you a few questions to help us with the speedy resolution of this case.
Oh, no, officer. I never speak. That's ever so dangerous. I always stick to this
Oh, yeah, you know.
This is awesome.
The goat.
She's so funny.
She's the best.
Let me try to explain. You are a witness, you see, Miss Holliday.
Wolf, message from Sniffer. He says she's the one! Squeeze the canary until she squeals for his precise words. You know how he is.
Hang on. That's not what you just told me, is it?
Lucy! Have I said something wrong?
Allow me to reassure you.
My hands are in my head, Lucy. Why would you say that?
Why would she say that?
Yes, you are under suspicion of perpetrating this
You
crime.
stupid.
However, no one has yet concluded that you are indeed guilty. Would you be so kind as to cooperate with our investigation so as to clear your name?
Well, if I have to. I have got better things to do with my time, though. Know what I mean?
I think I came in halfway through somewhat there. Still, looks like you've managed to calm her down now.
Oh my god.
Okay then. So let's examine the body, shall we? We need to investigate the poison that induced death. I'm also particularly interested in the song request sheet that the victim read out moments before his death.
Right then, let's get down to business. Sorry, I was eating a cookie, which is really in character for how much unaware I am right now.
Yeah.
He wants that cookie so effing bad.
Yeah,
He wants that macaron so bad.
he wants that macaron so fucking bad. Well, if I'm going
It's
to die, I
true.
might as well eat this macaron first.
She does. You gotta pay attention to the hint dialogue.
So, where shall we start?
I was like starting with this one, like whatever's on the right.
It seems they found traces of the poisonous substance used to kill Dread at the scene. Can you figure out where?
Oh, I fucking wonder. Leave it to me, Prof.
Mother of all groovy music.
So true.
Well, never mind.
That's right. This is the
I
poison.
didn't know you thought that would be so simple.
I mean, I didn't think it would be that simple, but I was like, yeah. There's traces of the poison in the tea here.
As no other traces of poison were found on the scene, we can assume Dread was killed by poison tea.
That's not what happened at all. Nah, he died after eating me macaroons, didn't he?
Macadoons!
Macadoons.
Macaroons!
Macaroons, you say? Lucy, what do we know about these macaroons?
Let's see. Yes, here we are. Macaroons victim reading on air. Here's the file.
Well, this is a little odd. No trace of poison was found in any of the macaroons.
The
Macaroons are clear.
What are you on about? I saw it with my own eyes. He started coughing and that straight after he put the macaroon in his mouth.
You brought these. Why are you saying that?
She's just being honest.
Be honest, right?
Right? Yeah, she's helping
To
the
be honest,
investigation.
To be honest, he never actually took one sip of that tea.
Are you quite sure?
Personally, I think honesty is one of the most important virtues, so I wouldn't lie, know what I mean?
They're trues.
She's so awesome.
She's so cool.
That would put you firmly at the top of the list of suspects, Miss Holliday. The one who brought Mr. Dread the aforementioned macaroons, are you not?
What? I'm not going behind bars, am I?
We are talking about murder, Mrs. Holiday. You'll definitely go to prison for it, aye.
I don't really like prison, know what I mean?
She's so funny. Like,
She's so fucking funny.
You don't like it.
I don't
is
like
that-
prison, buddy.
Oh, hang on a minute, course. It must have been Melody who did it.
Oh
my god.
Lucy, do you want to get poisoned?
sorry, really good macaroons. Oh,
soon as she saw there was no poison in them, she's like, "Hey,
Yep,
Quiet.
back with me! How's Miss Smith suddenly involved in all this?
well, no disrespect or nothing, but it was actually my manager who. Wait, it was my manager who actually pot chased the macaroons for me.
Girl,
my God.
the macaroons are not poison!
Oh, boy.
She's good. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know nothing about the poison, so at the end of the day, it must have been
That checks up to me.
Yeah.
You want to arrest her quick, you know. She's well scary. Always tell me what to do and what not to do, she is. Hate the miserable witch.
I'm afraid, Miss Holiday, we can't very well go around arresting anyone you don't much like.
Just a moment. There's something we need to clear up here. Presumably, at the point when you gave Mr. Dread the macaroons, they were unopened?
Of course they were. They were a gift, weren't they?
So the poison would need to have been added after the wrapping was removed, sometime during the show. In full view of the victim, in other words.
Well, obviously that isn't what happened. That would have been totally impossible.
We're back to thinking that we were poisoned by his cup of tea then. By his cuppa, weren't we?
Papa.
The tea lady that brought him and vanished in the thin air.
At this stage, the one thing we can be sure of is that the tea holds the key to this entire case. We should make sure we investigate the teacup as well as the tea it contained.
Wait, bro.
You know what I think? Maybe she bought the macaroons from the poison macaroon store.
Have you ever thought about that?
Why did...
Yeah. Why is no one brought
Nothing
that?
to make. Yeah.
What is this fucking... Yeah, you know exactly what joke I'm gonna make, but I forget the victim's
Yeah.
name, so I can't even make it.
Oh, it's Dwight Dredd.
Why did Dwight Dredd go to Dwight Dredd's dead house?
Yeah.
Yeah, got me.
Dude.
Oh, the broken teacup.
The broken teacup!
Well, hey!
Bro.
I realized!
Uh-huh.
My mind's going through... Listen, I saw a teacup and I was like, yeah. They're going to probably we'll investigate this and they're going to make me go investigate the other teacup. So I'm just getting my bases set. You know what? Actually, we're going to go look at that teacup right now.
Okay.
No traces of any kind of poison have been found in it. Look at that. Not important now.
Oh, and she drinks
I
her
don't know.
tea so super sweet. That's my goat right there.
It's true. She is the goat.
She low-key seems like more of a coffee person. But like sweet coffee.
Yeah.
I'm like running through the list
Oh,
of
I know both.
like murder mystery tropes. I mean, you can be both, I guess, but you're never truly both. You have preference. I'm trying to go through like the list of murder mystery tropes that I know already, and trying to apply them here. The only one I'm thinking is like the one riddle. It's like, oh, there's like there's like a poison drink. And like two people drink it, one person drinks a bunch of them really fast and doesn't die, and then one person drinks one cup really slowly and dies. And it's like, what was the ice?
Poison in the ice.
In the ice, yeah.
Or if it's just a real like heat out the poison. But that's a different one.
Tea.
Ice knife!
Right, it's
Ice
hot tea.
knife!
It was the ice
Tea.
poison. It was the poison in the ice that was made with a special card.
It was the poison in the ice knife!
They put the
It's
antidote
always
in
the
the
knife made
sugar,
of ice.
and because she takes it so sweet,
Yeah,
she
you got
put
to
the
ice
antidote.
nine.
The antidote is in the sugar.
Yeah, obviously.
Of course, you're a genius there.
So fucking true.
This teacup's had it then.
Presumably, it fell on the floor when the victim collapsed.
That's a puck. What? That's a puck. That's a puck of Royal Dralton teacup. It is top quality. They cost a bomb. What a waste.
You'll have to pay
It's
with a
British
whole
slang.
bomb. With some fingerprints off it too, Prof. But that's about it.
There's something strange about this teacup, Lucy.
Really?
Well, let's see if you can figure it out.
Gentle parenting.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's the prince. The prince. The prince
The
is
Prince
here.
of England.
The Prince of England is here. Who was in the 70s? I don't know. 70s? I don't think this game takes place in the 70s. Does it take place in the 70s?
No.
80s.
80s.
80s, yeah.
Fingerprints are really the idea about the drinks.
Precisely. I'm glad you noticed, Lucy. Almost certainly, someone wiped the fingerprints from the cup after it was brought into the studio.
Do people not wear gloves?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No disrespect to you, but does anyone give a monkeys?
Monkeys.
At the end of the day, you can't know who wiped them off, right?
Miss Holliday is quite right. There's little point continuing on this line of investigation at the moment.
That's my Queen of England.
Right then, I'll poke my nose in somewhere else then. I mean, it's true that gloves do exist, but I think wearing gloves is maybe a little suspicious if you're like a tea lady.
Sus.
Which also,
Maybe.
is that a job? Is that an actual job? I was thinking like an intern person.
It
But, like,
totally
they
is.
have specifically for tea.
Tea's very important.
Of course it is.
Well, once you see her
true.
name, then it'll make sense.
Is her name Tia Lady?
No.
Something like that.
Yeah, lady.
Let's talk about the body, shall we?
The body is tea.
Miss Holliday, you actually saw the victim die right before your eyes, didn't you?
Miss Holliday's body is tea.
Great, though.
You noticed that seemed out of the ordinary. Please do tell us.
Yeah, whatever. I suppose I can try to remember.
She's
Oh,
crazy.
funny, I like
If she's not a red herring and is actually the person who killed this guy, this is the worst for defendant. Not defendant, that's not the right word. This is the worst culprit at like hiding their suspicions.
I don't
ever.
like prison.
I don't like prison.
Yeah, I don't really like it.
I'll try to remember, I guess.
I don't want to go to prison.
Yeah, whatever.
It was a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they call him. That's why they call him Dwight Dread.
Right. Interesting.
Interesting.
Well,
Hmm.
surprised?
Yeah, you're dead.
This is Mr. Dread's corpse here.
The cause of death was poison. That's beyond dispute.
What on earth's that thing on the floor next to him? It looks disgusting.
Sorry, what are you referring to?
You know, that shaggy what's it there?
Girl, I just checked.
Girl.
Investigate the shaggy what's it.
Why did... Sorry, why did Loki die in a post-ready jacket?
You gotta be ready for anything.
Gotta be ready for anything!
This is sus.
This is
This is sus.
This is
This is
sus.
This is douche.
Oh, wait, I completely forgot we have the Layton wall still up. That would have been perfect.
I got it. I fucking got it.
You got it?
I got it.
I also definitely screenshotted that.
No doubt all part of portraying a young image to increase his popularity. Perhaps he needed to volumize. Do you think?
What? Even on the radio?
Wow, I had no idea he wore syrup.
Actually, this
Bubbles
is the best line she has so far.
The actual fact.
Wow, I had no idea you were.
Or-
You had no idea? But you didn't see it come off.
Oh, is syrup a term for a wig? I thought she was responding to Alfetti saying he needed the volumize, and she was like, I didn't know he was a syrup. 'Cause I feel like
It would be
volumize.
funny otherwise.
Nah, I saw him die. He managed to keep his hair on for that. The wig never came off while I was there. Syrup of figs. What a headline.
Like, syrup is just a term for a wig. I've literally never heard of this before.
There's
Because
many
they're-
terms in this
I know there's
game.
many terms, but at least most of them I've been familiar with. This one's like completely out of left field. I
That's
can't even begin to think of what this, why this is the way it is.
Yeah.
Are you absolutely sure about that, Mr. Holiday?
I can see alright!
Oh, she would look awesome with glasses.
I'm not gonna forget something as shocking as that in a hurry, am I? Know what I mean?
Shock horror.
If what you say is true, it implies that somebody took Mr. Dread's wig off after he died.
It would do someone like that, eh? That's so hateful. She's said
Take
some
your wig
maybe
off of you
like,
after
every
you
third
die.
line in this case. I've never noticed it as much as I had this one.
We lack the information to answer that at present, so let's turn our attention to another matter for now.
We never investigated the body, we're just investigating the wig.
Yeah. Wig was off.
Very important.
It was off.
Wig is off?
While
Ah,
on
okay,
air,
I get it.
Layton received a
The tea-
request for a song entitled "I'll Be the Death of You."
I'm seeing the name of the call. The T girl. Obviously, you're trying to imply that the T girl is transgender.
To be honest with you, I nearly had a heart attack when he keeled over.
The matter likely the killer sent the request through, eh?
Let's examine the fact sheet. The fact sheet the request was written on and see what we can deduce.
Straight up facts.
So good.
No printer, just facts.
You want to see some real facts? Sorry. I've been waiting to reveal that I was behind you the whole time.
You realize you're like holding a gun to my head the entire time by leaving that there.
Window. Great window. Actually, wait. Do we have a table for this one?
Yeah.
It's a request sheet, Prof. I'm afraid it doesn't look very promising. Nothing of note.
Well, it allows us to confirm that it really was sent during the broadcast at least.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. I saw it come in, didn't I?
I'm like half convinced you're blind. Oh, the killer were on the other end of the line then.
Quite possibly. Let's examine the fax machine and see what we can deduce.
Honestly, like, I keep investigating the thing they want me to investigate after I click on the thing.
Yeah, that's not the
Fax
facts.
machine, Dylan.
I was interested in the missing deaths. Listen, ever since we confirmed last time that I could punish you for not knowing things.
It's like a
Dylan
soft
was-
punishment. There's no way
Dylan
to
was
really
born
fail
yesterday.
No.
He doesn't know what a fax machine is.
this.
I know what a fax machine is. It's me, because I'm always spitting facts.
Okay.
Alright.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
So,
Whatever you think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a prof. The request sheet was sent through this fax machine here.
Hmm.
Looks like a regular machine to me. No sense of jury pokery.
What's wrong with her?
The sender's details are still present by the looks of it. Have a sniffer find out where it was sent from.
Will do, prof.
Sniffer. Sniffer.
We're still some way from being able to identify the culprit.
Look, let's just say it was Melody and be done with it, okay? End of.
Why not? We can't do that.
Let's go over what we already know. First of all, where was the poison that killed the victim found? The tea girl, the tea girl.
Girl.
T-girl.
That poison were in the tea.
How many times have I got to tell you? The bloke never touched his tea. It can't have been the tea that killed him.
What to say, Prof? I don't think she's lying about this.
No, me neither. It's a very curious discrepancy.
Isn't necessary, though.
Curious.
And not the only one either. It's in Miss Holliday's statement, if you remember.
I mean, it's the only one.
And what's the evidence that contradicts the statement?
Oh, wait. Wait.
It does not want you to present.
The victim's wig weren't on his head, but when Miss Holiday started the wig on when I saw him, right after he died.
Yep, I'm 110% about that.
Is this gonna be a stuff? Is it gonna be like a deal like Ace Attorney 3, where it's like there were 2 different scenes of the crime or something?
There's no way I could have missed it if he didn't have his hair on, know what I mean?
I don't believe Miss Holiday is lying.
No, nor do I. But who'd be that nasty that they do something to someone who'd... Yep, that's the telephone. It'll be stiffer, I bet.
I love how he...
I'll take it, Lucy. I've got a number of questions for him.
I'll send you picking up the phone, goddamn. I didn't know he'd know how to do that.
I love how Lucy's like, it's so hateful to take someone's wig off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's bald under there.
Bald.
No, can we also
Hat goes up and you can see
Oh,
the...
lock the fuck in.
Lock in, guys. So, how old are you then?
I'm 22.
You joking? I'm 22. Talk about 1 in a million.
Aye, amazing. And that's important because...
because
So
I
what's
want
the-
you.
What's the score of your Inspector Whitey? You going out?
Everyone always asks me this. Not likely! Give over.
Big
She
text.
wants to know
Oh.
if Lucy is single.
Oh, sorry. But he's not a bad looker, eh? But our white gown's a bit of a disaster.
It's a lab coat.
And I don't know what he's on about half the time. To be honest, I think he might be a bit funny in the head. Cuckoo!
I can't deny the coat's a bit, well... One could see that to the heart of any case just like that. There's not many fellows that can match that.
Oh, I get it. You fancy him, but he isn't into you, is it?
Oh, give over! No such thing!
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. I'm the height of discretion. I'll try and talk you up, alright? To be honest, I agree with you. I think an older man's better at the end of the day. More mature in that.
Seniority complex.
I keep telling you, there's not between us.
What you guys talking about?
He's punching him.
Axes.
Sounds like you two are having fun.
What is that the word, Prof?
Well, anyway, some new information has come to light. The song request fax was sent from inside the studio itself.
No, how's that possible?
One of our chaps was sent to check it out straight away. And he found the tea lady's body there.
Ah!
I actually did think this was going to happen.
The tea girl.
The tea girl! The tea girl!
The tea girl.
What's this? What's this? Something happened, has it?
Talking about the same tea lady that we're missing. The one who brought the tea.
Yes.
So we've got 2 unsolved murders on our hands now then.
Actually, no.
Eh?
According to the officer on the scene, there's evidence that the tea lady was indeed Dredd's killer.
What kind of evidence? Come on, Prof, spill the beans.
Firstly, they found the song request fact sheet that was sent to Mr. Dredd next to her body. Handwriting analysis has already confirmed it was the tea lady who wrote it.
Oh,
And on top of that, they found the poison with her too, the same poison used to kill Mr. Dredd.
So what are you saying then exactly?
as I explained, the tea lady was the one who brought the tea that the victim drank. In other words, the tea lady was Dwight Dredd's killer.
Well, if she was the killer, how come she's not dead now?
She got killed.
You know what this is, don't you? It was a suicide. End of the day, she's done herself in, hasn't she?
It turns out that the tea lady was a huge fan of DJ DD. The theory is they must have had some kind of argument that sparked all this off.
What, like she killed him because she had loved him that much?
Yeah, I bet that's it. It's a proper case of hero worship, eh?
Aye.
The guy with her.
Well, anyways, the case is closed.
Oh, so I can go home now, can I? Terrific.
She's not saying terrific there. She's talking about how the traffic's going to be bad on the way we're back.
Oh, hell.
Yes, you're free to go. Thank you for your cooperation.
Alright, well, see you, darling.
Yeah, I mean...
Talking about you, Lucy. Wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge. I don't know how to respond. No, there's not. I'm just to see this word. I still don't like it.
Whoa!
Can't get enough of me, eh? I do have that effect on people. Magnet. She's in denial.
Thank you, Miss Holiday. You really can go now. You are the
Damn.
Damn.
Let me get a screenshot of this one.
We are British maxing with this one.
Hurrah!
Aw, he's flustered. See ya.
Aww.
Damn it. Hate to watch it go, but love to watch it.
So,
I'm gonna get
let's
food
wrap
and
up
take
then.
you guys with me.
You can go home early if you like, Lucy.
Well, there's definitely something not right here. I mean, there's a gaping hole between the evidence of the scene and Miss Holiday's statement.
Well, nevertheless, the case is now closed.
What?
Actually, there was something I was hoping to get done, so... We'll pick this up again tomorrow, shall we?
Alright then, Wolf.
It was him that killed the lady.
I think we're a little bit early for that one. No, it's not right. What's definitely amiss? Prof's off. Prof's off. I suppose I'll have to
Prof's
figure this one out on my own. Oh, Prof?
Lucy, did you forget something?
No, it's just, I can't get this case out of my head. But maybe if I had another look at the scene, I might be able to figure someone out.
You're just not willing to let it go, hmm?
Anyway, what are you up to, Prof?
Just a bit of investigating for fun.
When the fucking guy has no hobbies.
No, guys, he's playing Ace Attorney Investigations for the Nintendo,
Right.
for the
right.
for the Nintendo NES.
Yeah, for fun.
Yeah, man.
That's where the tea lady lots were bumped off, isn't it?
Yes, although I can't reproduce the entire scene now because the case has been closed.
I knew it. I knew you wouldn't be able to let it go either, Prof.
As it happens, I've uncovered some evidence to support Holiday's statement.
Honest Holiday probably sounds like one of her album's names. What was evidence you found that backs up Holiday's statement then, Prof?
Lucy, do you remember what was broadcast, what we were listening to together?
Oh, I think I can remember the gist of it.
The evidence is in the transmission itself. I've managed to borrow a recording of the show. Listen carefully to this now. Oh, if we're gonna do the whole thing again.
Oh, wait, is it the same? Okay.
Save on.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we don't need to listen.
Yeah, this is all the same. I thought
I mean, you'll. Yeah.
I got nothing to say. So,
Sorry.
You know.
We'll be.
Unless you want to do the Munch Munch Gulp again.
No, it's okay.
Pain gradual wallop.
Is Mike the game man?
Swoon. Fuck you, Baltimore.
Well,
What is laying on too thick?
well, maybe, but never mind that.
It just shook me, that's all.
Oh, okay, but ignoring that. There's a blatant discrepancy between the radio show and the scene of the crime. Can you get it? Get it.
Mike is the gay man, right?
Mike is the show producer. Man is
Oh,
the sound man.
Oh yeah, his name is like Randall Man or something,
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm on, like,
I got the script out. It's loading. Give me a second.
Mike looks like more of a gay stereotype
Mike-
than Red Dog is, I'll be honest. I have to be fully honest.
Also like gay stereotypes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. They both look like two very different gay stereotypes.
Yeah.
I feel like Mike's
Randall
is such
Man-
a like director stereotype gay man with like the sweater like
Yeah, that's what
tied around his
Yeah.
shoulders.
Totally.
Onto the recording. They put that in the... Nope, that's not what I wanted to click.
Dude, I just realized he made all that noise eating half of a macaron.
Yeah!
Like, eating half of a fucking macaron.
Oh, uh-oh, did
It
they...
was
Full
really
of his
tasty.
hair.
Right? It was really tasty, alright, mate. I'm coming to you from the dead.
Oh great, his spirit's speaking to me.
Did they don't give you the radio?
You're supposed to look at the fax machine again.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, no. If you want to listen to it again, I think you have to be wrong, and then it'll be like, do you want to listen to it again? You're supposed to just figure out what's wrong with the recording and point it out on the scene. Yeah. Yes. I'm looking at the hint dialogue.
John, do you have anything you're going off of right now?
I have to re-listen to the thing again. Hold on. Oh my god, I played a jingle again. Ah!
You can play it again, I think.
But it's
If you guess and everything.
There's a lot of good hint dialogue in this case too, but focus on what you're focusing on right now.
We'll get to it.
Oh, my favorite hint dialogue is in this case.
Oh, which one is it?
The calendar.
Oh. Uh-huh.
That's like the only hint dialogue I ever talked about.
Well, now I'm really curious. So we're gonna go to that
Oh
really
my
quick.
God. Oh, good. I don't know why specifically it just stuck
It's
with
really
me.
funny.
It's a regular calendar, this, as far as I can tell.
Yes, it's just a regular bikini shot calendar.
Not particularly special about it.
I agree it's probably not relevant to the case, but we'll take it into evidence, just for good measure.
Sure, you guys.
Respect.
Okay.
Respect.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm just gonna say what Dubs said was right. It's the amount of eating he did for the macarons.
I see. The discrepancy between that and what we heard on the radio.
Holy shit.
Oh, okay, I found it. No, I think I found it.
Oh wait, actually.
Maybe.
So he gave us a list of things.
You gotta submit something wrong here, and then he'll be like, "You want to listen to it again?"
Yeah, but now that they've given me a list of things that are discrepancies.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I'll be the death of you. The Friends theme song. Enemies.
Oh, the misery.
How did the him falling sound again?
I'm afraid I don't follow your reasoning here. Anything on the side? Think about it, Lucy. The sounds we heard on the radio tell us about what happened in the studio. But they also tell us what didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
What didn't happen?
Do you want to hear it again? There you go.
Yeah. Am I actually right about the wall being like out of place? That'd be crazy.
No.
No?
Actually,
Yeah, no one's talking about the chicken that was in the in the crime scene. He was shot. That's what happened here. She pulled out a gun and shot him, and no one else realized because they're like, "Nah, she's kind of the queen though, so we can let her get away with this one." Radio
Okay, don't skip the radio. Don't skip the annual sale. Never mind.
Fuck you, my lord.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that like all the hint dialogue is. That's not. Yeah, he's just gonna do it again.
Oh fuck. Right.
Do you want a transcript of the radio show? I've got it right here.
I didn't mean to click on it again. That was an accident.
Okay.
Fuck you, Baltimore.
we're about to hear it a third time.
No, we're investigating. Who's that indie game? I am actually a little convinced that is the Bang Crash wallet.
Oh, I found it!
Alright, don't
It's kind of stupid, a little.
Yeah, I'm also thinking
Because-
that's probably gonna be something different. Don't give it to me yet, though.
Okay.
I
I think it's a little silly. That's fine.
Because it's Bang Crash wallet.
Yeah.
There.
This is kind of a dumb one. I wasn't a fan of this. But, meh.
I didn't think it was that.
I thought this one made sense.
Yeah, I did too.
Got it. Like, I got it, but I thought it was, like, a little bit like, well, you have to have the volume on loud, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think it
Because
would
I
have
think-
fit a lot if they actually had the recording, like, you know, Hollow Justice Case 3, but, can't have that.
Well, based on that conversation.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, you got it. I think it's kind of. I mean, I thought the crash was like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
what I mean,
If
right?
the
Like, Crash
See,
I
I
think it
see.
makes plenty of
sounded
sense,
like
but
cup
if the
breaking.
audio was a little bit better, because it was very
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
A broken teacup at the scene of the crime, but no sound of a cup breaking on there.
Precisely.
Precisely.
I don't know.
You can clearly hear when Dredd collapses from his chair. And yet, there's no sign of a cup breaking. Trust me, bro.
The teacup didn't break on the show, you mean?
Almost certainly. And it's increasingly clear that Miss Holliday's statement is true. Dredd never drank the tea.
I think specifically if they didn't put crash and put a little like audio text there,
Yes, I think
that
you're
would- it
right.
would have been way more obvious.
It is a little misleading.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I think sound-based puzzles in this type of game are generally sort of problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he had, it's highly likely that he'd have dropped and broken the cup as the poison entered his bloodstream.
Thomas Holiday's statement is the bona fide truth. Well, in that case, when did you drink that poison? When did the cup break?
If my hypothesis is correct, Dredd was given the poison after the show went off air.
Well,
Aha!
when the broadcast is finished, you mean?
Yes, quite probably.
So even though he collapsed during the show when we were on air, with the poison after that. Hey, you got me red flu notes down, Prof.
Yee.
Dredd collapsed on air after eating the macaroon given to him by Holiday. That's the point.
I got the holiday. What's
Oh,
the
I'm
holiday?
sure. I'm getting further and further from it.
Well, why don't we do some investigation in that area? Hmm?
The wig was poison. And he got
Not
some
the
hair
poison,
wig
the wig.
from his hair from the coffee in the tea. And that's what happened.
Yep.
Okay. There's a clear discrepancy between the scene we see here and the state of the studio just after the show. It poses the question of why Dredd became physically distressed after he ate the macaroon.
This sucked. Aye, we were eating
Yeah.
a perfectly normal macaroon do it to him when we hadn't touched the tea. He choked.
It was disgusting.
He hadn't had any poison at all, yet everyone around him mistakenly believed that he died.
Almost like he was just putting on and pretending to die or something.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. There's actually existing evidence at the scene that supports the idea that he was faking his own death. Yes, see if you can find it.
You want to hit me with some of those dialogue, friend?
You should look at the chair. I don't know if you've picked it up yet. Yeah, okay, so chair is pretty good. The mixing desk I think you looked at is pretty good. There's also going to be some stuff that shows up later that's pretty good. Yeah. Also, I think the body is pretty good.
The body is
The
tea.
corpse. Cause of death, poisoning. No
Thank you,
external
Katie.
wounds.
I can't stop saying-
poison to kill a fully grown man in just a few seconds, eh?
Light cracker of a poison.
Yes, it must have been an extremely virulent substance that was used. The majority of poisons require some considerable time to take effect, making them tricky to use.
Why? You don't need long to shout out the name of the poison that's bumping you off, eh?
No, but on the other hand, it can be hard for a victim to identify the assailant, which is a great plus point.
Plus point? Okay, Prof. Whatever you say.
Nothing alarming there in that.
Nothing alarming about
State-
that at all.
Like a lot of the hint dialogue in this case specifically is just sort of, I don't know, it's good.
That's pop art style. What do you think, Prof?
Not my field, Lucy, I'm afraid.
Things like it's things like that that make you start to seem like a bit of an old fuddy-duddy.
Don't spare my feelings, will you?
He was so he was so sad.
Daddy, daddy.
Need folks in the studio through this window, even if you can't hear them, eh?
Yes, although Dredd may well have been out of sight when he collapsed from his chair.
Okay. Yeah, look at all them knobs.
Eee. Yes, it must take a great deal of experience to be able to operate a desk like this competently.
Those soundmen are amazing, eh? But that Mr. Mann's a fine-looking fellow. I bet he's got a fair few admirers.
Have you read his statement yet?
Actually, no, I haven't got around to it yet.
Have a look then. I think it can take you by surprise.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
Is this the wrong statement?
What are you talking about?
What the fuck were we talking about, Al?
I think this might be like an ordering thing. It says that there's a revision to Statement 2 that is related to what they're alluding to, but it hasn't happened yet, I don't think.
I see.
Yeah, we just talk about him.
He's a good-looking lad. Notice his package on him, eh?
It says here he has a penchant for high heels.
Oh, heels? Oh, maybe he just takes a keen interest in women's fashion, that's all.
And apparently he enjoyed flirting with Dread.
No wrong with that.
Oh, well, that's another matter. Lucy.
Homophobic Lucy!
This keeps happening to the brown-haired anime girls with red eye.
In video games.
I wonder if they say that she's alive and stuff. Oh no! However you look at it, the tea lady is dead. Sauce! Oh, ever since we discovered that they don't update them for time, it's awesome.
We'll have to focus our attentions elsewhere for the time being.
Alright.
I forget what we were doing.
Dread fake stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I found it.
No, this piece of evidence really has nothing to do with Dread's sudden affliction upon eating the macaroon.
Okay. Why? Okay then. I'll try someone else. Scribble.
Yeesh.
Sorry.
He went out, boy!
It's not this hanky, is it?
That's the one.
See what it says? Well surprised.
Boy, heck. Yeah, we're going to pre-pretend to die, and we're going to use this hanky to show it. We're all a big joke.
That's right. I was trying to play a
practical joke
in the studio. So he made it look like he was in pain as soon as he took a bite of the macaroon. After he pretended to collapse, however, he drank the poison tea and really did die.
Huh?
This nice.
What? What do you mean, drank the poison tea after he collapsed?
He got back up.
Is he stupid? Why he got to the Dreadoid? Sorry.
I'm confused for now, but we'll see. Once he was to take a hold of him, he would have healed over with a fair wallop, eh? That must mean when he dropped the cup and broke it then, and when the wig fell off, eh?
It's an absurd ending to the whole affair, but there's a considerable chance that is what happened.
Considerable chance? It's more like a dead cert if you ask me.
It would greatly narrow down the possible suspects.
Eh? You know who don't now, Prof?
I have someone in mind. But before we pick out the culprit, let's just take some time to investigate the death of the tea lady.
Oh,
The tea girl!
Look into this.
So, let me fill you in on the tea lady who was found dead. Her name was Annis Brewer. She worked at the radio station cafeteria. She was a huge fan of Dread, and several people say that they remember seeing the pair chatting at times.
Were they involved then?
We have reason to believe that they were, yes, although there's little evidence to actually back that up.
Why? Well, both them dead, I suppose. No one can tell us for sure, I suppose.
Now, let's turn our attention to the room where Brewer's body was discovered. It was a storeroom, not a minute's walk from the studio.
Right next to it, weren't it? Down.
It seems the storeroom is just that, and staff rarely have cause to go inside. It's apparently kept unlocked, though, so anyone can get in there should they want to.
The brewer went in there to hide after she took the drinks to the studio.
That seems most probable.
What we need to figure out then is what went on in that room.
I've managed to obtain additional statements from all suspects about their movement after Dread's death. Have a look at them, Lucy. Oh, over.
Will do, Prof.
Gay
Okay.
man. That's all.
That's all! Be serious!
Okay, security guards. I thought I said police were just his type, and I was like, I don't think the LGBT community should claim this guy. I can have another story then, can't I?
He's gay and European.
The question really is whether Brewer committed suicide or was murdered. Let's see for ourselves, shall we? Did Brewer commit suicide or was she murdered? We need to figure out which it was.
Right, well, where do we start then?
There are two pieces of evidence that led to Dredd's murder being pinned on Brewer. Firstly, the song request written in Brewer's handwriting, and secondly, the poison used to kill Dredd. I suggest we start by looking at both of them.
Boy, that sounds like a plan.
Out of the storeroom to the crime scene reconstruction, just tap the door in the studio to go in.
Door in the studio. Okay, sounds simple enough.
Yes. So let's get started.
Let's get a cracking.
Let's get cracking.
Oh no.
Oh, she's dead.
Look at her braid sticking straight up in the air.
Oh man, but she
God,
was such a nice brewer.
Everyone has been unwrapped and nibbled.
Nibbler.
The nibbler.
Okay, I'm all done. No questions, Brewer's handwriting on the song request sheet. And the poison's the same stuff that we used to kill Dredd without a shadow of a doubt. Can't deny it seems pretty lucky that she did do him in.
It's too soon to draw any conclusions, Lucy. Personally, I find the broken glass container that contained the poison a little curious.
Boy, that would bother me too.
It looks like it was smashed with some considerable force. Its original shape is beyond recognition.
As I was saying, what folk will do when there's unrequited love involved, Prof.
I dare say there is good reason for it, yes. Anyway, let's see if there isn't any evidence to suggest foul play.
Boy, let's have a look. Take a look, y'all.
Take a look, y'all.
Copy!
Can you guys give me like not 5 minutes, just like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like me. It sounds like hit dialogue time.
First tea, now coffee.
Oh, I'm not thirsty here. I'm all good here. I know I've been eating a bunch of cookies and chips during this playthrough, but I don't know. There's something about her. She just doesn't seem like the coffee drinking type.
I'm not sure of the value of judging people by their appearances, Lucy, but I do know what you mean.
Right.
In which case, perhaps she was bought a coffee by someone who didn't know her particularly well.
Gay man, perhaps.
It's just like the sort of non-permanent pen I like to use.
Oh, really?
They're great. Probably for me to spill some out, then the ink runs, of course.
Of course, Lucy. The ink runs.
Oh, have a hit on some, Prof.
No. I was just using tantalizingly irrelevant.
Asshole! That one very nice.
Eee.
Eee.
It's been smashed into smithereens, this, eh?
It must have been the glass container which held the poison.
Why? There's no telling what's on the boiler board now.
Presumably, it was Brewer who threw it and smashed it.
But why?
I'm not entirely sure what it signifies yet, but I'm sure it tells us something. It indicates the strength of Brewer's feelings, if nothing else.
Feelings? What, like, oh, balderdash, I'm dying, you mean?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
That was really good.
Me when I die.
Back, you should do the song request too.
Oh, balderdash, I'm dying.
Did you find the evidence that proves it was murder? No?
We did these
Okay.
earlier on.
Thank you.
There's no question that Brewer that wrote the song request. Come death threat.
What?
I wonder, is this the reason that Shred wanted me to read this?
No.
The song request, come death threat. Come death threat.
What's there you need to send a death threat at all, do you suppose?
Well, let's see. If you're just getting in the mood, do you think?
Oh my god!
It was a come death threat.
One that's the mood, okay.
It's into the mood, perhaps. That seems possible.
Oh, she was not trying to edge, she was edging everyone else.
Just moments before his death throes commence.
Leaves one wondering what kind of terrifying magics will work, eh?
Exactly. A classic melodrama.
Okay, oh, we're back here. Whee!
We're back! It's a little tricky, but I did find it. Never mind, it was super easy, actually.
Do you think this note she wrote in her hand might be a clue about somewhat?
It's obviously something she'd only just written. I wonder what Farad's sail means.
Fuck you, Baltimore! Hey, Prof, remember the ad they played on the radio after what happened on the show? That's what it was. An advert for a big sale on at Farad's.
Of course. Brewer must have heard the advertisement and made a note of it on her hand.
That must be it.
Well, that would tell us something, wouldn't it, like...
She was ready to
Girls are
die.
going shopping!
Brewer must have been thinking that she'd go to the fuck Baltimore in the Farad's shell, thinking it when she was in that room. She can't have had any clue that you were about to die then, can't she?
No, she can't. Just to be sure, let's find out once that advertisement was aired. It's just possible she made the note on another occasion.
I'll go and make the necessary inquiries straight away, Prof. The answer, Prof! That was very fast. Oh!
Quick, Lucy.
Oi, investigating's all about speed, I say.
Chipmunk.
Anyway,
My
that was the
chipmunk.
very first time the ad had ever aired.
Perfect. But it's undeniable. Brewer was murdered.
Was she an accomplice of the real killer then, you think? Killed her to shut her up somewhat?
What do you think?
It wasn't an accomplice. She was doing a prank. I don't think Brewer would know, actually. That's a song for just lying about in full view, not to mention all them sweet rappers. She doesn't seem to have been that bothered, really. Not what you'd expect of a killer.
An excellent deduction. I couldn't agree more. There's too much evidence left behind in this room. If she'd planned to kill Dredd, she would have been tidier. She wouldn't have wanted to get caught. In all likelihood, I imagine Dredd approached Brewer, would have told her of his plans for a great practical joke and asked her to help him.
Why, that makes sense. That's why we should totally unfazed about hearing Dredd collapse and making notes about the sales and shops.
Exactly.
So the real killer used Brewer without even knowing about it, to kill her absolute idol of all people.
Yes, a contemptible trick indeed, even for a murderer.
So who were it then? Who's behind all this?
I believe I know who it was.
Do you?
Yes, Brewer's killer and Dread's killer were one and the same. I expect you've also figured it out by now, haven't you, Lucy? So who is the real culprit in this case?
Okay, people. Nope. I have it. That's one of
I
the
don't think so, Lucy.
You're homophobic or something?
Lucy is. We established this. No, that's wrong, is it?
Well, yeah.
Yes, Brewer's killer and Dread's killer are one and the same. Who among the suspects had the time to commit both murders? The choice is extremely limited.
So think again. Who was it?
Oh, I think I know.
It doesn't feel like it was Dolly Holiday. And
Yeah.
right.
Milk the boner.
Fascinating. What's with the director? Mike DeBonnet.
Oh, so he was straight up wrong. That's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, 43% starting.
Oh, 47% is not a guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missed the coin flip.
He's the only one who could have been in the right place at the right time for both murders.
I agree. After Dread's feigned death, Holiday and Smith were together the entire time. Man, the sound man, called for help from other members of staff to contact the emergency services. The only suspect who was on their own as events were unfolding is Debonair.
I completely kind of forget about the I don't know what man's like thing, but like, oh yeah, I was flirting with the guy the whole time. I low-key forgot about that.
Because I was gay.
He just does that.
So him then, not really a question. Right, I'll go and get someone to bring him in.
And then he's dead.
Yes, there's no question that Debonair is the culprit. But still, there's one final piece of the puzzle missing.
Is that so, Professor?
In it.
Hey.
There's no question now that Debonair is responsible for the deaths of Dread and Brewer. Let's get him.
Let's get him, Lucy.
Let's
Oh,
get him.
guys, so I get to voice the culprit again! Yay!
Colin the
Oh,
boner.
Is there anyone else in Call who'd like to voice the culprit?
Do I?
I mean,
Like, you guys will have to work it out.
No, you can. You're like here, not as often as I am. You should go.
It's true. Okay. We'll call him in. Hello?
Did Dylan die?
Dylan, Colin, the boner.
I think
We
Dylan
actually
died.
have a very notable journalist in Brazil called William Boner.
Wow.
that's really good.
He's like actually like a super good journalist and like actually really fun. It's just like does he know?
Unfortunate name.
Yeah.
There you're going to go. No one listens to you.
I did not hear that.
I didn't hear it either.
That's right, I don't listen to you.
No one heard you.
Dolly, I'm terribly sorry to have kept. Goodness. Where's Dolly?
She's not here. Dolly's on holiday.
Oh, well, that's strange. She said she wanted to see me.
Dolly's on holiday was the name of her second album.
For Christmas
What
album.
exactly did you tell this man, Lucy?
I just couldn't get a hold of him. In the end, I had to resort to asking Miss Holiday if she'd help.
The goat.
Oh my god!
Little minx.
Love her.
She doesn't know who she's messing with.
Oh, so he sucks.
Allow me to apologize, Mr. DeBoner. I had no idea this had gone on.
No, not at all. I can hardly blame your lovely sister. After all, if a man allows himself to be duped, it's usually for a less than honorable reason. Anyway, so I must be getting back.
Good moment, please, Mr. DeMona. We do actually have a few questions we'd like to ask you.
Are we just calling him that now?
Well, it's not often that a pretty young girl wants to chat with an old fogey like me. So why not?
Don't really
Okay.
like this keeps happening to me every time.
But it better be something important enough to warrant dragging me out of bed. Hmm?
I need a nap!
Move to do.
Yes,
Well,
fuck.
it's,
Yes, this is an extremely serious matter. It seems you may well be responsible for the deaths of 2 innocent people, you see.
Hmm. Are you people exactly?
I'm Inspector Layton, Serious Crime Division.
I'm Lucy Baker, the inspector's assistant. Do they really call it the Serious Crimes Division?
Yeah, unlike the
Serious
Silly
Crimes
Crimes Division. Fuck the Silly Crimes
Agreed.
Division.
As fuck.
Well, goodness gracious me! I thought the police were supposed to protect the public, not trick them into false meeting and the like. And falsely accusing them of murder, too. Dear, dear!
No formal accusations have yet been made, Mr. DeBoner. However, the evidence we have strongly suggests that you are guilty.
More than almost. Almost certain.
I see. Well, it sounds rather like I'm going to need to stay then. Bed will have to wait.
Good. It's really in your best interest to cooperate with us, if only to prove your own innocence.
That sounds rather like some kind of cool joke.
Joke. You don't see us laughing, do you, Mr. DeBonaire?
Yeah, we're the Serious Crime Division.
Very well, Inspector, Layman, was it?
Layman.
A Layton.
I like how he was immune. Like, it's fine.
Unbothered.
Goodness, my apologies. Anyway, I consent to helping you with your investigations. I have a couple of questions of my own.
Really? Go ahead.
This is what an officer involved in the investigation told me earlier on. He said it was the tea girl who poisoned wine and she committed suicide immediately afterwards. Are you saying that's not the case? That this officer was mistaken? Oh, you're right. Sorry for calling you in.
You can go now.
You can go now.
You can go now.
Hey, how you doing? No. You really weren't the one who killed Mr. Good.
Damn, his armor is still intact.
Yep. So, she was falsely accused. Dear, dear, what an embarrassing mistake for you. The police
Asshole.
do rather seem to have lost their edge these days, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's not like she's here to be offended by that.
Don't you worry. We're fantasy cops. We're actually good.
Yeah.
Of course, of course. Well, if I might be so bold as to venture another question. I heard it was poison that killed poor Dwight. I wonder, what was the poison in?
The tea girl.
The tea girl!
You girl.
Tea girl.
The Dread were killed by a lethal poison that were put in his tea.
Yes, that's what I'd heard. And remind me, if you will, who was it that brought Dwight the tea? I'm terribly forgetful these days.
It was you.
The tea girl. The tea girl. The tea girl.
She looks so nice, Brewer.
Uh-huh.
We were a tea lady by the name of a nice brewer who brought the drinks in the studio.
Oh yes, of course. I remember now.
Fuck you, buddy.
A young lady, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's right. She brought the tea to Dwight. Oh, good rhyme there. The tea laced with poison.
Poison.
Oh,
You
yeah.
the poison that you killed. You killed Gustav. That poison.
Yes, very funny.
That poison.
That poison. We can't be sure that the tea already contained the poison at that point in time.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'm intrigued. Do tell me that. When was the poison added?
No, the show's on it. Wait, no. I'm still in the thing that Dolly was an accomplice. So I'm looking with this, but I don't think this is actually right. Yeah.
Fine.
Strategy. That's not right, Lucy.
No, really, Lucy.
Gather your thoughts and answer the question again.
I do. Okay, Prof, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
There we go.
It was right the tea after the show had been interrupted.
Oh, what an extraordinary idea. Dwight died while the show was still on air. Poison wasn't put in the cup until after that time. I didn't wish to cause offense, Professor Layton, but is your assistant a little simple, perhaps?
Screw loose Lucy.
He sucks. We need to kill him.
Layton.
Oh, hi,
Not where I'm
that.
called.
I can hear everything with my big ears.
My name is Layton.
It's Layton. Where's Goosey?
It's Layton.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. How rude of me.
No, Mr. DeBoner, what Miss Baker said is absolutely right.
They should have just called him the boner in the game.
The poison was added to the tea after the show was cut short and taken off the air. I'm sure I don't need to spell out to you what that means. You know.
Sorry to disappoint you, but you've completely lost me. This is all rather too fanciful for an old chap like me.
La-di-da-di-da-da.
La-di-da-di-da. Very well. Let's take a different tack. Why don't we talk about the wig? The wigwam.
The wigwam.
A wig? Syrup, I assure you. Advancing years on my baby, but this is all my own hair.
Mr. Dress wig.
Wrong.
Wrong wig.
Ah, I see, yes. Dwight's wig.
Did you notice that the victim's wig had fallen off his head?
As a matter of fact, I did, yes. I saw that dreadlocked mess fly off the poor man's head as he keeled over onto the floor.
That's very strange. Because we have another witness's statement that completely contradicts what you say. According to that statement,
Know what I mean?
She's actually the goat of all time.
You guys get it now?
I'm fucking saying.
Yeah.
When Mr. Trade collapsed during the show, his wig was definitely still on his head. That's what the witness told us.
the person in question even went so far as to say how shocking it was to see the victim without his wig.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm terribly sorry, you're quite right. I'll mix things up in my head. Yes, when Dwight actually collapsed, it's true, his wig didn't come off. It must have been when I ran over to him and shook him. I couldn't help myself, I was in a blind panic. That must have been when it happened. I must have shaken his wig off his head.
I see.
Oh, so good.
I do apologize for getting so muddled up.
I quite understand, Mr. Debonair. People's memories are very curious things.
Yes, quite.
There's just one other thing I'd like to double check with you. Did you notice Mr. Dredd drinking his tea at all?
Oh, yes. Yes, I think I saw him drink it. Let's see. I'm pretty sure he ate one of those macaroons first. No doubt that made him thirsty, and it was when he took a sip of tea that he suddenly looked choked. The rest, I think you know.
I see. It appears we have another discrepancy. You see, we have a scene that tells a different story.
Shout out, Dolly!
According to Miss Holiday, Mr. Dredd never touches tea, know what I mean?
Dolly,
Well,
Dolly, off
thanks
the trolley!
again.
Golly,
Golly,
golly, off
off her
her
trolley.
trolley.
Do you really think you
Excuse
can
me.
deny how
Jeez! Really want to
We
step
killed
up from
him.
Dolly and off her trolley.
Yeah.
I see. That woman's a serial liar. Why, she even lied to me in order to get me this meeting, for goodness sake. Or have you conveniently forgotten that little fact already?
Not at all. I've made a mental note of it.
And surely wouldn't seriously consider taking her word over mine.
I am almighty as
Just
three.
a moment.
We have to kill him.
You are a radio show producer.
Please, Mr. Debonair, there's no need for raised voices. Perhaps we all need to calm down.
This little.
Radio, maybe?
A spot of radio? What the fuck does that mean?
Lock in, y'all.
It's a Britishism, I will confess.
Alright, calm down.
There's tears coming from my eyes.
Bang crash. Radio swoon. Fuck you, Baltimore!
This is a recording of the show. Is this your idea of a joke? Dwight and I worked together for a great many years, you know. Do you think I enjoy listening to my partner? No, my friend suffering over and over.
Your partner.
I'm very sorry if this
Everyone
causes you
won't like
distress. However, this recording actually proves Miss Holliday's statement is true.
I don't understand.
Lucy, would you care to explain?
A broken teacup to see in the corner. There's not even a hint of the sound of china breaking the recording of the show.
Shh.
Smash, crack, shatter.
Obviously, the microphone just didn't pick it up. You patently know very little
Mike.
about radio.
Oh my god.
You can clearly make out the sound of the victim collapsing. You'd expect the noise of a cup smashing to be even more clearly audible. No smash, no crash.
There was a crash, though. That's the kind of thing that fucks it all.
Yeah, there was a
How
crash.
is this even
Lest we
relevant?
forget.
It's the T-girl who poisoned his drink. We all know that.
Guilty girl.
Does it really matter whether you can hear a teacup breaking on the recording or not? I mean, I ask you.
Guilty
It
girl.
matters a great deal. A cup that didn't break is broken. A wig that didn't fall off is lying on the floor. It's not that one witness or another failed to spot something. No, the crime scene changed subtly between the transmission being interrupted and the police arriving. The question then is why?
Oh,
Don't care. You don't know. I'm
I hate to see a guy
boner.
go downstairs. Come on.
Miss Baker and I have come up with a hypothesis. We speculated that when the victim collapsed during the show, he was in fact pretending to die.
Should I stream?
Oh.
Oh, no, it's not moving for me.
Oh.
Oh no!
I kind of have to go. Don't be absurd, man. I kind of have to go, I feel.
Oh, okay.
But John, feel free to take over.
I'm going to take over. Thank you.
I have to go to work, unfortunately, at 10 p.m.
Good luck.
That kind of finals week.
Yeah.
See
Thanks for popping
you
in.
guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good to have ya.
Bye bye.
I was gonna say, damn, work at like 10, but then I remembered tea, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I too thought it unbelievable at first, but if you accept that, everything else falls into place. Lucy?
Mr. Dredd and Mr. Dinners have discussed the idea of a practical joke for the show. We probably fixed him on drinking some tea and then starting his whole "oh no, I'm dying" bit.
But when it came to the live show, Mr. Dredd improvised a few changes.
Instead of being the tea bit,
Gag on the tea. Gag on the tea.
Gag on the tea.
Come
Warm
choose.
macaroons. After the performance, once everyone had left the studio, Mr. Dredd got up.
Miss Holliday and Miss Smith would have been in the waiting room, and Mr. Mann had gone to call the police. Which would leave only one other person in the studio, you, Mr. Debonair.
No doubt you may have fussed over Mr. Dredd and how great it had been. You offered him some tea. He laced with poison, that is. Poisoned him that bad, he dropped the teacup and smashed him to the floor. And as he crashed to the floor himself, his wig flew off his head.
It's these two minor details that were the cause of the inconsistencies at the scene. Mr. Dredd collapsed after eating a macaroon. The poison was found in the tea. And though his wig was still on his head after he collapsed during the show, later it was lying on the floor.
Oh, that's the real truth behind the death of DJ George Dredd, and you know it.
Well, it's certainly an imaginative theory, but in the end it's just that. Poppycock.
Poppycock.
You don't have a shred of evidence to support your claim that Dwight faked his own death, do you?
I'm gonna give you for a second.
Yeah.
Mr. Dredd's hanky is proof of it.
Good grief, what is a tasteless bit of rat?
How is hanky with a handwritten note on it?
What does it say? Well, surprised.
With this hanky that Mr. Dredd was planning to show to let everyone know they'd been tricked. No logical explanation for the cryptic message he wrote on it.
The thing is, I guess, yeah, he would have shown it to everyone in the studio, but like, it just doesn't make sense that it's like a radio show. If it was a TV show, it would make much more sense. But like, not show a handkerchief on the radio.
It would seem you knew nothing about this handkerchief. It was you who proposed the whole idea of the practical joke to the victim in the first place, no?
Rubbish. I don't know anything about it. It must have been a tea girl who tricked White into the idea of a foolish schoolboy prank. She's the one you want.
The tea girl, the tea girl, the tea girl!
This
The tea girl, the tea girl, the tea girl!
I'll screenshot this.
The tea girl, the tea girl, the tea girl! Was that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Really good.
You saw the facts she sent, didn't you? The one with the death threat? Good golly! You even found a perfume bottle full of poison next to her, didn't you?
Lol. 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 Lol.
Your chap said it like the first time. Now you're ready to defend that girl's a killer. You're wasting my time.
I'm afraid that was a mistake.
Aye. She was dragged into this by you. You asked her to help pull off this so-called practical joke.
Absolutely not. She tricked Dwight, murdered him, and then killed herself. End of story.
She didn't kill herself. We have evidence to prove it.
Are we not gonna talk about the bottle? Like that could
We're
just
gonna
clinch
talk
the
about
case.
it later.
What? They could just clinch the case right here.
It's gonna be so good too. Knock your socks off.
My socks.
Yeah, he does seem like the type of bitch who wears shoes, no socks.
Miss Brewer made
I
a
wear
very
no
interesting note to herself. Allow me to read it to you. Fuck you, Baltimore, it says.
Well, arrest me now. What damning evidence indeed.
Good. I see you've understood the significance of this note.
Good.
It refers to an effort that was aired for the very first time straight after the show was interrupted. The note tells us two things.
He's getting excited.
Firstly, Miss Brewer knew from the outset that Mr. Dread was going to collapse as part of the show.
You were a huge fan of his. Though she really thought he'd collapsed, he had never bothered with the ad.
And secondly, she intended to visit Ferris on the way home and have a look at the sale.
She'd hardly have bothered making a note of the sale if she were about to do herself in.
So, you see, we can be fairly confident that Miss Brewer had no intention of committing suicide.
Well, that's all very interesting, but let's not forget the woman was a killer. You can't hope to understand how such a person thinks, Shirley. And if she hadn't killed White, why did she send a death threats because it's a southwest? Killer Butcher Brewer. Killer Butcher Brewer!
The fact you're referring to was another suggestion of yours, was it not?
You can hear it now, what you have said to the poor lass. That wants to stage an amazing practical joke on the show. You could really do with your help. You knew she were a huge fan of Mr. Dread in the show. Of course you were going to agree. She'd been that chuffed if you ask her. I bet she wrote that bogus death request gladly, didn't she?
I haven't the first idea what you're talking about.
After the show, you waited for your chance to slip off to the storeroom where Miss Brewer was waiting. Just like you did with Mr. Dread, you congratulated her on a job well done and offered her a cup of coffee.
She's so cute.
She's so cute.
She's like extremely John Core design.
Yeah, and then she's dead.
And she's dead. Oops.
No.
It's just like
The poor lass had no idea.
it's just like Destiny Knox. Destiny Knox is like such a me design, and then she never appears.
Well, at least she's alive.
She's alive, yeah.
Once you are Cloud9 thinking you've done somewhat to help her idol. And she sipped the deadly poison. Chuffed girl.
Chop girl!
That's the truth of the matter, isn't it, Mr. Debonair?
We're not gonna talk about the... Huh?
Nope. He's back.
Oh, no. Okay, we're back. My goodness. You pair have the most fantastic imaginations. This could be a near radio drama.
Yep. How come you're still here? We smashed your alibis one by one. They just disappear and fade away into nothing.
My dear girl, I'm not about to admit to a crime I didn't commit. After all, this whole scenario you've painted as other fabrication.
No, it is not. We've backed up everything we've said with hard evidence.
No doubt. I suspect, in all likelihood, I've listened patiently to your conjecture for long enough. Now you listen to me. There's abundant and clear evidence the T-girl killed herself. To start with, there's the handwritten request sheet. However you look at it, that request is a blatant death threat. It makes her intentions crystal clear. Next, there's a perfume bottle full of poison.
Oh.
The same poison, I hasten to add, that was used to kill Dort. She was found with a lethal substance in her possession. And if that isn't damning enough, she used the very same poison to kill herself. Finally, there's a fact that the girl was a die-hard fan of Dort's. Fan fatale. Her twisted feelings for the poor man are what led to this tragedy in the first place. Unhinged. Faced with 3 irrefutable pieces of hard evidence like this, can you honestly suspect anyone else? Can you refute this evidence in any way, my dear? As I thought. So that's that then.
And a little flash goes across the screen. Oh.
Case closed.
And a little flash goes across the screen. Oh, hi, you can't do that! And then a little flash goes across the screen. No! And then the little flash goes across the screen.
Dude, they just have to bring.
And then the little flash goes across the screen. Yeah, there we go!
They just have to find a reason to bring a little fucked up Layton in.
Oh, yeah.
Just a dark, twisted version of Alfendi Layton.
I just, this is like evil Alfendi is like extremely mortis to me.
Yeah.
Like extremely so.
Me?
When did you? A funny turn again. I
Yee. Dear me, you're still here.
This is our office.
Goodness, Mr. Layton, you seem a little
Mr. Plato.
Get my name wrong again on purpose and I'll personally cut out your tongue.
Nice slice, not nice!
That's prof. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Good gracious, I'm not quite sure I can believe my ears. Are you sure you're a police officer? You are making me uncomfortable. I demand you allow me to go home, seeing as you have no evidence.
I love the sprite. That every time there's a sprite, he's literally just like pulling. You stop doing this every time.
He's just giving her a pat in the back.
Pat in the back.
We have evidence. You're patronizing 3 irrefutable pieces of hard evidence again, shall we? If you dare.
I don't know why you've suddenly assumed this menacing tone.
Just get on with it.
Very well. I'm not sure why I have to repeat myself like this, but... Firstly, there's a handwritten request sheet. Secondly, the perfume bottle full of poison. And third, the fact that the T-girl was a die-hard fan of Dwight's.
You have no idea, do you? The very words coming out of your mouth.
What?
One of your 3 irrefutable pieces of hard evidence, Mike. Irrefutable evidence that proves your guilt.
Don't be absurd.
Lucy, do you know which one it is?
Well, I think I
baby.
sort of do and sort of don't.
Are you stupid?
One of Devon has 3 irrefutable pieces of hard evidence and piece of evidence from the crime scene. Comparing those 2 things, we prove beyond any doubt that Mikey here is the killer.
Mikey!
Poison. Maybe it's super obvious, just in case you really didn't get it.
The owner.
Go, little chipmunk! Twice! My chipmunk is back!
You said the bits of broken glass from a perfume bottle full of poison, Mr. Debonair. If that's where you slipped up, you've betrayed yourself rotten.
I'm sorry?
I know I'm so British.
You blurted something out that only the real killer could have known.
I thought those bits of broken glass in the storeroom. When I found out that's what the poison were in, I assumed they'd come from a pill bottle or something. But the real killer weren't carrying the poison in a pill bottle, were he? No, he were using a perfume bottle.
What's the spruce?
Shut up!
It was working. You always intended to leave the bottle of poison in Brewer's hand to make it look like suicide. That's why you very carefully chose a lady's perfume bottle.
No, he just had that perfume. You already know he did.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was going to give this perfume to my boyfriend, man.
After you'd poisoned Brewer, you placed the perfume bottle in her hand and left the storeroom. But then something happened that you hadn't banked on. The girl wasn't quite dead. I very much doubt
microphone
you
is peaking.
what was happening. But she must have felt she needed to leave a sign, something to show how she was killed. During all the remaining strikes, she hurled the perfume bottle against the wall.
Also,
She's like, no!
perfume bottles are like really thick glass. She might be like goated actually.
She is my ghost!
Making it impossible to identify what it was. But of course, you didn't know that.
You idiots.
Ah,
There's no way anyone could tell with what sort of container these bits of glass are made before they're smashed.
Even forensics are still hard at work piecing them all back together.
3D jigsaw!
Me when I'm seeing Saw 3D for the first time. Only one
Only
person
one
possibly.
person.
I'm.
We can't see who's saying it.
We can't see who's saying it, but I think usually Alza's in front of his face and Lucy's on top of Al. Only one person could possibly know which shape it was originally. And that's the one who put the poison in the first place. The killer.
The killer.
The killer!
Oh, dear me. What a silly mistake. You seem to must have said the wrong thing.
You said the wrong thing? You repeated it no less than 3 times, and yet you like to claim you said the wrong thing?
Then you heard me wrong. Yes, that's right. I never said any such thing.
Oh, no one to give up for pity's sake.
You want to play it? Let's listen to something.
Huh? What?
That was the first time.
But how did you?
I played you a recording of Dred's last show, if you remember. It seems I must have accidentally knocked record when I'd finish.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh, you little devil, Pro. Fantastic.
I knew we didn't have enough evidence to pin it on you. That's why I got you to come here.
Ding!
We fitting to have the final piece of evidence come from the killer himself.
Self-destruct.
I
Bang!
really love how Lucy's relationship with the other owl has literally just not been like, oh, he's calming down and becoming more happy and normal. It's but she's become just as violent as he is.
Yeah!
Yeah, kill him.
Kill him, Prof!
Kill him, Prof.
Oh, you're,
Stop! There's a...
that was the second time. Would you like to hear the third?
No. You wait.
Hey, he's given up at last.
So soon? How dull. I was hoping to tighten the screws on you much more than that. What a disappointment you are.
Prof, you're back.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, don't apologize. I'm getting quite used to it now. Anyway, it wasn't so bad this time. We snapped out of it without much trouble. In fact, I'm a little worried that we were a bit too easy.
Mr. Debonair, there's one more thing I'd like to ask you.
What?
You haven't once called the tea lady by her name in all the time we've been talking.
What's off it?
Do you not even know the name of the woman you murdered?
Ooh.
Of course I do. It was, Charlotte, was it?
Don't flame well weren't. You're scum, aren't you? So wrong.
God.
The names lady was a nice... a nice
What is
woman.
that again, Prof?
A
The
nice-
name's lady?
Oh, the lady's name. The lady who smashed the bottle you put in her hand, ensuring you take the rap for your crimes.
Got you in a stew.
Ew.
I'll remember this, Layton.
Like you'll remember the name?
Lucy? Kill him!
Yes, Prof.
Take Mr. DeBoner to a holding cell, would you?
Be bad.
Mike the penis. I'm arresting you for multiple counts of murder.
I'm the owner, not the penis!
Eek!
Oh.
Great
Best
great job,
case
guys.
ever.
That was like easily
Can
the
I say
most Columbo
something?
case ever.
Oh yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
This case was like if Recipe for the Turnabout was a good case.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like to the down to like the kind of there are actually two crime scenes that one happened after the other,
Yeah.
and the coffee being poisoned, and the killer revealing their own lie. It's all so much like that, but like so much better because there's no stupid archetypes.
Yeah. Is there
Smile.
a call?
Oh my god. Inspector! I forgot I was voicing him. The boner squeaked like a mouse on helium. The bunny spewed his guts out till he was empty inside.
Jesus Christ.
Ew, what the hell is this problem?
Enough of that. You're making me feel queasy.
Don't you want to know what the punk's motive
I
was?
fucking love how he talks.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
The boner been doing the Chinese squeeze on the radio stations and
The Chinese.
reading off the process.
Doing what?
The boner was creamy.
Okay.
Screaming. Screaming.
Oh.
Man.
Yep. Red found out about it. He started ringing the boner for cats like a wet towel.
Oh dear God.
Can we stop?
Oh, holy shit.
The boners kept him off.
The mother jack him off.
So, the boner bumped him off.
What was the relationship?
He's got every angle on that, but I've covered every angle on that, but I've got
Normal again.
Gink and that game didn't have a scrap of shared history. We're totally unrelated.
What about Brewer and Dread?
The more I looked into that, the less of a connection they seem to have. In fact, I'd lay money on DeBoner just laying on the rumors that they were a couple.
Low life. Oh. Oh, goon.
Holy fuck!
You're not into that, are you, Lucy? You have to talk like that.
Question mark. Oh, I would just. She lost her accent for a second there. I was so stunned. Like, literally, it just went away.
Not feeling very well. I think we'll head off home now.
Oh, well, I got some news that might cheer you up a bit before you go, Prof.
Oh, Lucy. What is wise?
Dolly's bringing out a new single soon.
Dolly? Are you talking about the young lady Sniffer brought in by mistake?
I forgot who Dolly was.
Hey, every copper pinches the wrong greaser from time to time.
Punches him for saying that. Nerd. Oh. Dolly Holiday. This new truck's causing quite a stir already and hasn't been released yet.
Oh, why's that?
She's called it, "I would be the death of you."
You said it.
Holy smoke! Isn't that?
The infamous request. Aye. The last got itself on the cover of every magazine because of it.
Good for her. She's a smart one.
But it's the B-side that's got me worried. This one's called Macho Man in a Whipped Brown. Macho.
I don't get it. It's a bit of a strange title, I grant you, but what's worrying about it?
What, you don't say?
I don't get it. Don't see what?
Oh, nothing. Never mind then.
I'm leaving. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Baltimore.
I don't feel well.
That only.
You're here, Sniffer. Oh, you just missed him, Justin. He went home a few minutes ago. He's got a cheek, that lad, leaving the office before his boss.
Don't blow your top, Justin.
Don't blow your.
Don't blow your top. Ah, you're here too, are you, Ad?
Of course I am. This is my office, after all.
At home, more like. So, how's it been going? Had any incidents recently? Ah, you mean the Jekyll and Hyde moment with the Prof's dark side? That's how you want to describe it.
Talk of the devil, and he'll appear.
Boy, heck, it's get the woods out of me. This is no crook here, so. I didn't realize you could change so easily.
It's been a long time, Justin. In fact, yes. Our paths haven't crossed since Radman Castle, have they? Whatever the fuck that is. Remember?
Whatever the fuck that
I
is.
couldn't forget that if I wanted to.
It was memorable, wasn't it? Both of us working together to solve the case.
What work together? Case? Then it still isn't solved, is it? Because you refuse to tell what you know. If it wasn't for that, we have solved it long ago.
I really don't know what you mean.
Fine, you don't want to discuss it, let's forget it. Leave us alone.
As you wish. You know how to find me if you need me again. I'd be glad to show up for my old partner anytime. Anytime at all.
Yeah, Prof, you're right.
Yes, thank you, Lucy, I'm fine.
Did you hear him? Anytime, he said. Did you hear that, Al?
Yes, I heard.
You been in touch with your brother recently?
This is my problem, Justin.
What, you think you manage him on your own? Ha! Only a son of Herschel Layton would ever entertain the idea.
Well, who's that?
Who's that? Well, that's how I feel. I'll keep my nose out of it.
Sorry.
Right, I'm off. I wish you all the best, Al. I just hope things don't turn against you. Excuse me, but what's all this?
You needn't concern yourself with it at the moment, Lucy.
But it's bothering me. It's also intriguing.
You'll find out sometime, whether you want to or not. Assuming, of course, that you stay on as my assistant, and I hope that you do.
Yay.
She didn't say yes.
Whew. Yowza.
Yowza. Guess goodbye.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.
Commissioner!
Hilda.
My daughter Kill, I assume.
My daughter, you didn't see anything.
Nope.
I don't know anything about your daughter Kill.
Uh-uh.
That
I
is
don't
the
even
life
know
of a
your
true
phone
British
call.
gentleman.